past that time by Sparrow, and the circus was on.
There were all this hate letters and calls and whatever it be. So we get in the game, and you know how the Garden was. It just hyped up, and you're ready to play. There was a mannequin or stuffed animal or stuffed human figure, right, with socks and jerseys and 50, and it had an afro wig on it, whatever, and then it had number 50 on it, had something back, and they had a noose.
If you don't understand the rules of power, you will certainly lose to someone who does. I'm going to teach you how to be more powerful, because power leads to success. Some of the things we're going to talk about having you do are going to make you feel uncomfortable.
Okay, that's a little too intense. That's wait, who's that supposed to be? That's supposed to be Samson?
On it had something back, and they had a noose wig on it, whatever, and then it had number 50, and it had an afro wig on it, and jerseys and 50, and it had an afro wig on it, whatever, and then it had number 50 on it, had something back, and they had a noose hanging up over the rail of the Boston Garden. Like they were gonna hang me when I got there. But you know, it was something you look at.
Yeah, that's very racist. That's very racist. Very racist. That threw me off. That threw me all the way off. That threw me all the way off. There's no way they did that. That's crazy. That's a little too intense. Like, honestly, wow, I'm speechless. Yeah, you guys saw my reaction from that, like, right away. That's my natural reaction. That is very racist. I don't agree with that at all, of course. Wow. How far could you go? Like, how far could you go? Oof. Oof. Okay, that threw me off all the way off. I'm not gonna lie. That threw me off. That threw me off. The fact that he's even telling this story, and they could even like, okay, yeah, Cedric Maxwell's face changed. That he's not. No one's laughing. Straight face. That's psychotic. That's racist. That's sad. All of that, all in one. That took a turn. Okay, let's get back into the video. I'm sick to my stomach, but yeah. Okay, all right.
And now you look at it again and see the magnitude of it. It's kind of crazy, right? That you have to go in an arena and play, and they allow that to happen in the arena. I don't think they would do that today, or somebody did it today.
Heck no. You don't think? You don't think? Heck no. He's getting kicked out quick. What? That's a threat at that point. It's a threat. Man's going to jail. What are we doing? You basically said you're going to hang the man. They would take that as a threat, and you're going to jail for questioning.
Probably security would take them out, but you know, it's nature of the beast in Boston. You understand their passion though for their team, but then you do something against their team, then some people may do that.
Bird left an impression that time hasn't erased. The stories may vary in detail, but they all land in the same place. He wasn't like the others. He thought faster.
The stories may vary in detail, but they land in the same place. Yeah, I mean, the stories are like, I think they're around the same like topic when it comes to like NBA legends and people watching Larry Bird growing up. He's feared. He's feared by NBA legends. He's very good at scoring. Like, he's going to tell you about it. Everybody says he trash talks a lot. So they definitely had an experience where it's like, ooh, it was kind of a rough game. And he told me about it. And yeah, that was a tough night. Most NBA players, they end off with saying that was a tough night. Larry Bird embarrassed me, or Larry Bird talked trash and scored 5 consecutive buckets on me. The most extreme one was the rookie one, Jason Williams. But yeah, he said like he was contemplating, you know what, so while guarding Larry Bird. So yeah, so everybody went through like tough situations. They could laugh now. They could laugh at it now because they probably had good careers later on, and they had to play against Larry Bird, and you're just that good. At that point, it's like, okay, Larry Bird, like you just see him as a player out there at first, like just another player, until you actually have to guard him, and it's like, oh man, he's clearly better than you. So yeah.
The hardware. It was the way he played the game. Bird played basketball like a chess grandmaster. He didn't rely on raw athleticism. He relied on reading the floor, predicting movement, and punishing mistakes before they even happened. He passed like a point guard, shot like a machine, and carried himself like he knew the script before the rest of the league got the memo.
That is definitely how he moved. That's definitely how he moved. He reacted like he knew the script before everybody else. So he knew what the heck was going to happen before it happened. So because he was reading the defense, he's predicting things, and he most of the time he was right. Even the steals he got, like he was a great defender, and he was very good at anticipating steals. He was a great facilitator. He could see when someone's going to be in a certain place at a certain time on like certain spots on the floor. So he would throw it even before the guy even gets there, and the person will rotate and get to the ball and catch the ball in the right position and finish. That's Larry Bird. He's playing chess, not checkers. So, yeah. And it kind of looks like he's the puppet master out there. He's just like manipulating the whole game through his mind based off of like trash talk and being able to read his defenders and then read the other team while he's playing defense. Like stuff like that. He's really thinking the game and he's really 2 steps ahead every time. The ball. Like the way he just moves without the ball, he just knows what to do. He just knows how to get the defender to go the next way to the other way. And I even talked about in the other video, it's not even surprising because he's very shifty. And the reason why he's so shifty is because his footwork is impeccable. His footwork is efficient. His footwork is next level. Because when he has the ball in his hands, right? Like I said in the other video, your ball handling has to work with your footwork.
Footwork matches up with my ball handling, which is why I think the difference between watching somebody that has a nice handle between somebody that has a great movement pattern. My movements match my handle.
The Kyrie video I showed earlier, he describes it where it's like you have to step one way and then bring your defender the other way to shift him and then cross back the other way. That's what Bird does. But when he's off the ball, he does the same type of thing without the ball in his hands. So it's like his footwork is always on point, and he always knows how to get the defender to move one way to the next way. That's why he's so efficient and so effective when it comes to getting open and creating space, no matter if the ball's in his hands or not. So the one thing about Bird, he's gonna call it. He's gonna call it before he does it. Like it's insane and it's disrespectful. And it's letting you know that he's the guy and he's gonna do whatever he wants to do, and you can't do anything about it. So it's one of those things like a domination thing, get into a person's mind, get into the back of their mind. Larry Bird was very big on that. The psychology and the psychological game that he plays with players. It just he taps into that a lot. He really taps into a lot of the aspects of the game, almost everything. As people say, he's one of the most well-rounded basketball players, and he's probably one of the most like probably one of the best overall players to ever touch a basketball. One of the best. A lot of people will be saying, I be seeing in the comments, people will be saying he's the GOAT. He's the best overall player ever. But yeah, he's up there. He's up there because he's gonna tap into the mental game. He's gonna tap into the physical game. And then yeah, he orchestrates the offense. He can tell what you're gonna do on the offensive end before you do it, and he anticipates steals. So like the whole game he has in a lock and a chokehold. And it's cool to watch. It's cool to watch like years later. Just like seeing the history of this and seeing the background of this and how he thinks, how he operates. Yeah, he really didn't miss anything when he was playing as a basketball player. Like he was athletic enough to play in the game and be dominant in certain aspects, finishing all that. And he was like 6'10". He would shoot over you, to get into your mind. He will go at you. He has the mentality. He had the Jordan and Kobe mentality before Jordan and Kobe. So like you can't beat that. You can't beat that. He's gonna tell you what he's gonna do, and he's gonna do it to you. Like it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get around that. It's hard to get around that. I know he put players through hell, put teams through hell.
There's no area of my life that's in darkness, because dark areas is an area for the devil to traffic. If I got a bad week, I call my accountability partners. There is nothing happening in my life that's in the dark. True story. My wife knows, my accountability partner knows. My biggest struggle coming out of the world was dealing with women and lust. And I remember I had to go to my wife and tell her about what happened to me when I was 10 and the kind of life that I live. And I need you to pray for me in this area. A struggle I have right now, if people start feeling some kind of way, maybe a little bit of pride creeping there because of the growth of our church. No, I got to wring that out of my life. I don't keep that stuff in the dark. Ain't no anointing for free. It's a price being paid in private for that. God don't just pour out favor on anybody. There's a price being paid in private for that.